What's going on, ladies and gents? Kage's here and welcome back to another Beatbreak episode. Today, we're diving into episode 8 of Digimon Beatbreak titled The Vanishing Classrooms. Episode 8 peels back the mystery and brings us face to face with the unsettling side of this world. We got disappearing students, twisted Sapotama owners, and the kind of supernatural chaos that feels straight out of Ghost Game goodness. Triple G's, which I miss so much, man. Ghost Game has the most potential early on, it's crazy. But I'm so glad that this is the vibe that we got. And yup, no evolution yet again for Gekkomon, which I kind of find funny because now at this point, Gekkomon kind of went and break the records that Gekkomon holds this whole time. The longest MC Digimon to evolve to their champion form. So yeah, looking forward to his evolutions, man. And another thing, we got an opening for the channel, y'all. Been working on that and so happy to be able to show it to y'all. I don't know, I find it good enough. But tell me how you guys think of it though. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let's get right on into it. Last week, we unraveled the mystery behind Kyo, and now Beatbreak is marching straight into a horror movie. The episode kicks off with one of the coldest lines I've heard in Beatbreak so far. You achieved the highest score on the academic test. Congratulations. Therefore, you will be eliminated. A top student gets dragged into the classrooms and boom, the story is already spiraling into something bizarre. I love when a Digimon episode tosses us straight into a supernatural storm with zero warm-up. It's chaotic in the best way, and it immediately put me back in that Ghost Game awareness. Then Hitomi-chan shows up at Tomoro's place, freshly after recovering from the cold heart case. Still a little fuzzy on the details, but carrying that mix of gratitude and desperate worry. She also vaguely remembers Tomoro saving her, but she's come back to thank him, but also to ask for help because her friend Ako has gone missing. And I'll say it again, Hitomi is such a good character, dude. She's bright, she's lively, she cares deeply for her friends, and she somehow drags Tomoro along with her momentum like a cheerful tornado, and I adore that energy. Cause Beatbreak's female cast, Rina, yeah, she pretty assertive, confident, pushy in a charming steamroller kind of way. I personally think that's great for the story's rhythm and whatever, and Hitomi-chan right here can be a great addition to that. Just saying. And her first meeting with Gekkomon is just funny, dude. She calls him, then both of them looks at Gekkomon and just and she thought Gekkomon was a hologram at first. Keeps poking him, gave him cookies too. I don't know. Can't help but think it's a homage to Digimon Ghost Game when she says hologram. And she knew what she saw at the hospital was not just a dream. And that was at episode 3 when she just woken up from the cold heart case. Then she goes on to explain that nobody believed her story about how she was attacked by Hayamon and all that. They just brush it off saying that she lost too much E-Pulse. She's just delusional basically, right? So yeah, she probably wants to believe that she's not, and now she's convinced that she's being lied to by the ministry, which is really good. Now welcome to Glowing Dawn, Hitomi-chan. And I love how we get back to these characters, seeing how they've been doing, especially like Hitomi-chan and Pandamon, right? They're a bit special characters, right? And dude, Hitomi-chan is so cute and comical. I really love her character, dude. And Hitomi explains that she was video calling Ako during school hours when Ako suddenly seemed to be attacked by something and the call gets cut. So naturally, Tomoro jumps in to help look for her. And while searching the school, Gekkomon can feel something watching them. And right on cue, they get a message from Ako saying, "I'm definitely inside this room, so please come help me." Which of course is Mimicmon bait, because we see Ako's expression flickering at the end there just for a split second, right? And it was such a good touch. Mimicmon knew exactly what he was doing, pretending to be the one person they were desperate to find. Mimicmon announces that it's the erasure list and it contains the top 5 students in class. Reach top 5 in your academic scores? Congratulations, you're next on the chopping block. And Gekkomon jokes about how it's faster to count from the bottom for Tomoro. As in his score, I'ma be real. That line had me laughing my ass off like, yo, Gekkomon, my boy here knows way too much. But real talk, Tomoro Tenma, the MC of Beatbreak, might just be the dumbest one out of all the main character we've had so far. Okay, maybe he's above Masaru from Saviors, right? Seeing how he is just, focused to be this Japan #1's brawler, Kenkabancho. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, right? But dude, okay, on the second top, maybe he's above Daisuke too. Daisuke is just, is my boy, but dude, Gekkomon knows about Tomoro's scores is just hilarious. And since Tomoro and Hitomi aren't top students, they're technically safe. But because they ignored the warning and jumped into the situation anyway, Mimikmon grabs them too. And poor Hitomi-chan, she literally just escaped the cold hard case and immediately gets thrown into another crisis of the same flavor. And I genuinely feel for her, dude. She has an Olympic medal in being unlucky, but also in running straight into danger. So yeah, again, perfect candidate for Glowing Dawn's 5th member. Gekkomon tries to hold off Mimikmon, but without enough E-Pulse, he gets overwhelmed, getting sandbagged basically. And when things looks ugly, Rena and Makoto arrive, and round 2 finally starts. And inside Mimikmon's body, all the abducted students are being stored as data. Okay, I didn't know anything about Mimikmon until this point, but that's kind of cool. And inside of this strange, let's say, inner digital world, Tomoro finds Mimikmon's Saponushi, or the owner of the Sapotama. So they use the term Saponushi, the owner, the owner of the Sapotama, like not the owner of the Digimon, basically the same thing, you know what I mean? And here's the twist. The owner of the Sapotama is the student ranked 6th in the class. Always so close to the top, but never #1. Always losing to the same people. And that frustration, that simmering, if only they were gone feeling, his Sapotama reacted to that desire and gave birth to Mimikmon. That's how everything started, right? Then Mimikmon started kidnapping the top 5 students. And when Tomoro asked him about Mimikmon, he keeps on repeating, "It's not my fault. Please just do something about it." No intention to take responsibility. He's just panicking, which is understandable. But there's a level, of self-awareness he just doesn't have. Like, people around him are in danger, which he doesn't seem to care. And he just sit there acting like he got nothing to do about it. Even when 5 of his classmates are tied up in front of him. If he'd shown even a tiny bit of remorse or willingness to help, we would have a totally different impression of him. He might even be slightly happy too. Who knows? But yeah, he's not evil, just a coward, right? I don't know, you tell me. Then comes the wild part. Mimikmon gets stronger by absorbing E-Pulse from the humans trapped inside. That's ridiculously OP. Like most Digimon up to this point only get E-Pulse from the owner of the Sapotama, the Saponushi, one-on-one. But Mimikmon just swallow a person and boom, battery charge. That's crazy to me. And when Mimikmon tries to use his dead shot move after absorbing Tomoro's E-Pulse, it overloads. Tomoro's E-Pulse is so strong that it throws Mimikmon into an error and causes a self-destruct. And that moment was wild. The entire floor about to get blown away if he has shot that. Felt like a genuine life or death countdown there. Then Gekkomon slips inside Mimikmon through the damaged part, holds on to Tomoro, absorbs a bunch of E-Pulse, and finishes the fight from the inside. Brutal, efficient, and honestly pretty cool. And this shot right here is just wholesome, right? And after Mimikmon's defeat, they secure its baby form. And Tomoro let it escape like a rookie protagonist that he is. I love him, but dude, come on. You were just holding him. Last episode, we saw Kyo's Nirinso shelter. This perfect little hideout for stray Digimon. The plan was to hide this little baby there too. But nope, Kawarazaki-san from the ministry arrives. and says bugs must be eliminated and takes the baby Digimon away. Tomoro understandably snaps and demands they return it. Rena pulls him back, because if they were to blow their cover right now, the ministry will find the shelter and possibly go and took all them babies. And honestly though, I'm convinced they already suspect something. Like a cleaner who always loses the baby Digimon and only takes half the reward every single time? Yo, someone look at that paperwork, raise an eyebrow and be like, nope. These guys are sus, and they're probably just ignoring it because no massive incident has happened yet. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, all the students are saved, so the episode ends on a positive note. Not for that baby Digimon at least. But Mimikmon Saponushi asked them to keep quiet about it, cause he can't let this event ruin his life and how he need to go higher. So he basically wants to get into Shangri-La Egg, and he got this insane look in his eyes. And Tomoro quietly mutters, how boring. And that single line hit harder than I expected, cause those people that's crazy about going inside the Shangri-La eggs through academic achievement or whatever, right? Or those of the ministry, their views of how they view Digimon, glitches must be erased. Kawarazaki literally said that. Tomoro didn't resonate with any of them, but he get the vibe of Glowing Dawn, seeing how Kyo, who seeks coexistence between humans and Digimon. Glowing Dawn just passed the vibe check for Tomoro, or the beat check. And Tomoro chooses to follow the beat that feels true to him from the very beginning. He once said he'd never become a cleaner, but episode by episode, event by event, he's been shaped into someone who wants to walk his own path, not the one others expect of him. For me, that growth is the real heart of this episode. And he ends it with, this is not where I belong. I'll follow my own beat. And goes to the Glowing Dawn. And have this cool, this is my ninja way moments of him walking away. Even Hitomi-chan asked him, what about school? He just ignored her. I don't know, it looks cool, but something tells me he just doesn't want to go back to school, you know? 10, 15, 35, 40, that's rough. Overall, I really enjoyed the episode. We got Hitomi-chan realizing bit by bit that Shangri-La Egg might not be the utopia that everyone's being brainwashed about, seeing how the ministry lied to her for the second time. And I just love every scene that she in. And Tomoro finally convinced that Glowing Dawn is where he belong. Got his this is my ninja way moment is really great. I love that. And also we need more of those ghost game vibe. We can have more original yokai themed Digimon for that. That would be cool. And man, Gekkomon breaking records is funny as hell. I really wonder when is he gonna evolve? I think it's gotta be against a Digimon where both Tomoro and Gekkomon really hate or something, right? And next episode, Utopia looks chaotic in the funniest way possible. Yes, and finally the classic Digimon poop episode is coming our way. They seem to be going somewhere, changing outfits, and we have these princess characters too. I cannot wait for that. It looks like it's gonna be a Makoto focused episode too. A lot have been theorizing that Kurtmon should evolve next, which I don't mind at all. Either way is fine for me. Just give me an evolution please, Toei. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and as always, this is Kage signing off. Stay sharp and I'll catch you on to the next one. Peace.